IMCTV. Welcome to the show that keeps you up to date with Arsenal fan, with Arsenal transfer dailies that giving us informations about the rumors that has been making the round about some players that has to be signed or some outgoing players that will be shipped out, and those of them that will be shipped into our club. Um, I think today we have some interesting stories about our dear club. In case if this is your very first time of watching my video, you subscribe and give a like to my video and also share to your friends, and so that the next time we'll be making our videos, you'll be having notifications about informations that will be coming your way. um, I think we'll be having one of our trickiest matches of the week of the month today. Actually what happened in our games against Sheffield United. This is not going to be the very first time we're going to be meeting. It's going to be the second leg in this season. Apparently, the very first one was not a thing to remember anyway, but this time around, I think we are hoping and wishing to play this one and win over also. So I think today we are going to be having uh, some transfer talks that has linked us with Bruno Guimaraes of Atletico. This guy is such a good midfielder. He's such a creative midfielder, very strong, very powerful. He's such a very nice player that everybody would wish to see in our club. And the very much interesting thing is that Edu has moved ahead to have talks with his representatives over a deal, to bring him to the Emirate, and we are believing and hoping that that deal is going to work out because having this Brazilian connection and with the presence of Martinelli is actually going to be one of the reasons why it could be possible for him to be coming over, because Martinelli actually is in the same under 23 side with him, and there could be the possibility that we are going to get this one settled once and for all and bring him over to the Emirate. And if that actually happens, I think it's going to be one of the best things that will happen to us. So I am wishing and believing that we get Gomes over to our team, because he's such a powerful player, very enterprising, very powerful. He's such a power pack midfielder that can, make things happen. And this is actually what we really need this time. And I think the next person that is in our radar is Lavin Kozawa. Lavin Kozawa is a player that he plays for PSG. He's a left back, very strong, very clinical, very skillful. I think I've never seen a left back that is as good as this guy behind. I think if I could remember, Ashley Cole was not as good as him. Ashley Cole was such a powerful player. We all know that. And then I think we have few players that could be compared with him, if not the left back in Real Madrid. I think he's the best nesting that I've seen, though he's 27 years now. But I think he's going to be one of the players that we will be looking towards getting, because I think his fee is very, very cheap. I think, and he's not having the best of time in PSG, not because he's not playing anyway, but I think he's feeling like moving on. And the best place for me, I think he will be landing now, is going to be in our team, because actually Kozawa is such a very nice player that he's about the second defender that has scored a hat-trick in a Champions League, and that was sometime last year. So he's such a nice player that everybody would be wishing and believing, wishing and willing to see in our club. And I think Kozawa is a guy that we actually needed now, because our left back is actually into questions. The best thing is for us to really bring him in at that price, and considering the condition and time we are in now, I think it's better for us to get him up and fix him in our team, so that things will begin to happen for us. And I think with him, that could spell very nice for us. I think having a left back and having a midfielder in the form of Gomares. That is actually going to be wonderful. It's going to be absolutely wonderful for us. And in the defense, I think we have Dakonam. Dakonam is such a very nice player. He's very talented, very strong, very physical. He's such a player that could, fill into any team at any time. And I feel he's very nice. But for me, I still prefer Opamecano, ahead of him. And we also have Frank KZ. All these guys are very good. We also have Konstantinos Simicas. He's left back anyway, but I think the former is going to be okay for us because I see Kozawa as the best option for us now because he's not going to cost us much, and it's better for us to nip into him and get him over and make sure that we conclude that particular signing because for me, I think Kozawa is such a guy that is not going to come for, you know, to gain experience any longer because already he has gotten the experience. He plays for one of the best teams in Europe and he's advanced a bit at the age of 27. He has gotten to his prime currently, so he's going to give us the best in the next 3 or 4 years or 5 years. Then before will be looking for another left back. So I think, and he's not such an injury prone player. That's one of the most important things because all these things has to be put into consideration before you go for a player. And Gomaras is equally not having injury problems and injury worries, considering his games that he has played for quite some years now in Atletico. So I think these guys are going to be okay for us. They're going to be one of the best things that we'll need. And by so doing, I think everything will be working out well for us. And our club will be moving forward as actually expected. And I feel that some contract has to be sealed anytime from now because you can see Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham, all these guys are doing some good transfer movements, and these are the reasons why we actually need to be very proactive now because we are having better problems, we are having bigger problems that they do, and they are very active in the market, and yet we've not been able to seal up one or two players over the line before now. So these are the things that we actually need, and I think by the time we start doing all these things, the fans' courage and faith in the club will be restored. And by so doing, I think the sky is actually going to be our starting point and not our limit. Thank you, and have a wonderful weekend because I know we will still be having some videos, one video once again today later before the kickoff of our match against Sheffield United. They are ahead of us, and we actually need 3 points this time around to be able to start winning some games and put ourselves in a very nice position. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a nice day.